How important is the Supreme Court today in running America? And was that sort of the prediction and or intention of the forefathers?
Well, the Supreme Court's become extremely important because they've taken onto themselves the right to make decisions that are really beyond the scope of the Constitution. They've become the policymakers in chief. That's been especially true in the context of our political process. So they've issued a series of decisions about money in politics that have inspired the craziness that we see right now. They've taken on a vision of the executive that 20 years ago, my colleague and I wrote a piece about the original understanding of the executive power. And the current idea of the executive power really has no connection to what our framers imagined when they enacted the Constitution. These justices' conception of the power that the executive is supposed to have. And so they've seen themselves more and more at the center of deciding really important democratic questions, which is bizarre from a historical perspective, because just 50 years ago, the whole purpose of the conservative legal movement was to say, hey, judges, back off. It's not your job to make these political judgments. That's for the elected representatives to make. You enforce the Constitution, at least where the Constitution's clear, and otherwise step aside.